Surprise, surprise, Pudgy penguins or the PENGU token outperformed the rest of the market. Bitcoin went down in the last week, Solana went down even more, but Pudgy penguin appreciated. Let's have a look at whether or not this rally can continue, how much more upside there is. Let's have a look at the on-chain metrics most people are not considering. Now this is not the first video on Pudgy penguins on this channel. The first video was published 8 days ago and it outperformed the regular video by 2.3x. So there is still retail interest in the token. Another video followed that's now almost 5 days old. Again, a lot of search volume. And so all of that retail interest then leads to a positive performance. Now this doesn't necessarily look that impressive, right? This is the price development in the last week. But compare this with what happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin went down 3.6%, Solana went down by 8%, and Pudgy penguins went up by 16%. And so on the Solana chain, the PENGU token is now the second largest across all trending tokens. There's only the Metaverse token that's larger, and that's currently going down. Most tokens are actually going down in the last 24 hours. PENGU is going up. It's got a liquidity pool of 21 million, more than Fartcoin, more than Frog, more than the Rebro. And so initially we have seen a lot of selling due to the airdrop. The price went down from top to bottom by 58%. What we then saw though is a recovery. Now where is this recovery coming from? We already talked about this in the prior video and it seems like this is continuing. The selling of the airdrop seems to be slowing down and the whales tend to buy. Have a look at the number of buyers versus sellers today. There's only 40% buyers versus 60% sellers. Yet the price went up in the last 24 hours. In other words, the buyers tend to move much more money than the sellers do. Or another way to say this is that the smart money is buying in, right? The whales are buying, small retail, small dump money is selling. Let's have a look at the data on chain in more detail. On the Solana chain, we've got now more than 500,000 holders, but not all of those holders are created equal. Some of them might just hold a few cents of the token. Others might hold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of the token. Now we see how every single day since launch, there are more first-time traders than recurring traders. This is what we want to see because that means that the investor base is growing over time. Now, a lot of those first-time traders are of course also people that claim the airdrop. Yesterday on Christmas Eve, we haven't seen too much activity. We can also see how the trading volume is declining over time. So people claimed the airdrop and then the whales pick up the pieces. The proportion of trading volume that's done by small retail is pretty much unchanged. And so what we've got over here is the number of retail investors versus whale investors. The way we make this distinction is via minimum holding thresholds. How many tokens are held by a wallet? On the left side, that's 25,000 tokens. In the middle, that's 250,000 tokens. On the right, that's 2.5 million. So we go at 10x with each of those charts. Since the price is currently at roughly 4 cents, this equates to $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. The number of wallets is growing across the board. And relatively speaking, the number of small retail investors is growing the slowest. So let's have a look at the movement since the 18th of December. The number of retail wallets grew by 5.2%. The number of medium-sized retail wallets, though, that have at least $10,000 worth of the token grew by 9.3%. The number of whale wallets with $100,000 worth of the token grew by 7.8%. So small retail seems to just claim and then sell off. Medium-sized retail and the whales tend to keep on holding and potentially accumulating. This is a token that's now dominated by the market makers, that is now dominated by the whales. Only 1% of tokens are held by wallets that have less than $100,000 worth of the token. Pretty much all of the token supply is in the heavyweights that own at least $100,000 of PENGU. Now here's the thing, recently the altcoins are having a very nice run. What we've got over here is the others dominance. So how much of all of crypto is currently in the altcoins that are not in the top 10? And within a month, this went up by roughly 25%. A lot of money from traditional finance is finally flowing into crypto again. The stablecoin market cap tends to rise. It's even accelerating recently. And that's happening since the beginning of October of last year. What we see over here That's the Terra Luna collapse. This is the Anchor protocol going bust. This is when UST depegged. It started the bear market where also FTX imploded, and then we saw the turnaround at the beginning of October of last year, and now we really see money coming in. All of crypto is going up. This is the bull run. The issue is that especially for the people that just recently start out, most people tend to buy the things that just recently went up. Most people simply buy the things where currently a lot of attention is. But the art in crypto, I believe, is to buy the things before everybody looks at it. Because once, especially the very risky tokens, they are already large, then we mainly see profit taking. For example here, this is the largest meme coins in the pump.fun ecosystem. So that's the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. And just have a look at this, right? This is the performance in the last 7 days. Most of those tokens went down. It's about buying tokens before they become large. For example, over here, this is the GOAT token. It's currently at 70 cents. And I tried to be early on this channel, right? I published a video when it was still at 24 cents. And so this is what this channel is all about, right? It's trying to identify tokens that have positive momentum, a lot of organic growth, but at the same time that still have the 2, 3, 4, 5x potential. And so if you want to be early next time, feel free to subscribe over here. I publish videos regularly. Now, how do I find tokens like GOAT early? Why am I so confident that tokens like this can go higher? The answer is wallet tracking. So the blockchain is 100% transparent and we can have a look at what are other people doing. For example, over here, right? This is a signal today. We see how influencer CryptoGains bought the agent token for 0.035 cents. That was over here. Afterwards, the price went up by 120%. Then, of course, subsequently, it still went down. It's still up since the purchase. But that's how the game works, right? You want to buy tokens that currently have momentum. You want to take profit very early, and you want to buy the things that other influencers buy. You want to buy the things that insiders are buying. You want to buy the things that other top traders are buying. Now, here's that influencer, that CryptoGains influencer. He's currently got more than 130,000 subscribers. He's reaching the 140K, and through on-chain analytics, we found a lot of his wallets. We've got 55 of his wallets that we are tracking, where we get alerts whenever he buys or sells something. And so I just had a look at his recent video. This AI agent crypto will 100% make people millions. That's the strawberry token. So that's published just 19 hours ago when the price was at 26 cents. And we got our alert that CryptoGains bought the token for 17 cents. And so subsequently, the price went up by 215%. But surprise, surprise, once the video hits YouTube, it's already too late. We did see quite a correction subsequently. So have a look at this, right? This is actually 17 hours ago, right? This is the top at 11 p.m. Now it's 4 p.m. And this video was published 19 hours ago, but that doesn't really match with the price. So the video was published somewhere when the price was already here. So something happened between recording of the price and publishing of the video on YouTube. And so here's potentially what happened, right? It's just a guess, but probably CryptoGains bought the token. He found it very interesting for whatever reason. He then potentially talked about this in his premium community. Then some of his people might find the token interesting as well, right? It might have been a recommendation to buy, but it's simply just a mention potentially in that community. A lot of his followers buy the token and they're pushing up the price further and further. And once the YouTube video hits, that's then when they tend to sell. That's probably why we see the recent decline. And so that just shows how much power there is in wallet tracking. With wallet tracking, we can be among the very early buyers. We can buy directly with the influencers, with the insiders, before all of those other people buy in. It's really about getting an edge in crypto. It's really about learning more than others. It's figuring out the data that most people are too lazy to compile or that don't have the capacity to compile. Now, I talk now a lot about this single influencer, but it's actually not just CryptoGains that we're looking at. For example, check this out. This is Crypto Banter. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token in a video and thousands of people watch that video, of course this generates attention. Of course this pushes up the price. And so of course we also have some of their wallets. We've got 33 that we are tracking. Well, have a look at this. This is Alex Becker, 1.5 million subscribers. And we've got 12 of his wallets. wallets. I really believe this is the way to make money in crypto. It's not drawing random lines on charts, etc. It's getting an information edge. It's working for that information edge. And so that's why I created a tutorial course just on how to find influencer wallets, how to then set up alerts for those influencers, and how to then also interpret the signals that we get from the alerts. It's 8 videos in total, and it's all part of the premium membership of this channel. Now, I do not pump and dump on this audience, right? We are just trying to find information edge outside of the community. Now, premium is not just about wallet tracking. It's also about backtesting indicators. It's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, on-chain analytics. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. Once we have a wallet signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to compare our on-chain analytics. That's why we've got the dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't learn anything, just message me within the first 7 days and I will refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. Now, does it make sense to buy Pudgy penguins now? How high can the PENGU token still go? Let's have a look at relative valuations to other meme coins. We've already seen how the token ownership is pretty much in the hands of the market makers and the whales, and even more trading volume compared to on-chain happens off-chain on the centralized exchanges. 21% of spot trading volume happens on Binance. On top of that, there's 66% of perpetual futures trading volume on Binance. We've also got OKX, OrangeX, Bybit, etc. Now, within the Solana meme coin ecosystem, Pudgy Penguins is already very large. So there's only one meme coin on Solana that's larger, and that's Bonk, and it's only slightly larger, right? Bonk has a market cap of 2.5 billion. Pudgy Penguins has a market cap of 2.4 billion. So within Solana, Pudgy Penguins has pretty much already hit the ceiling. Within the meme coin space as a whole, Pudgy Penguins might have some more upside, but it's not that much. Pepe has a market cap that's 3 times of Pudgy Penguins. And yes, there is Shiba Inu, and yes, there is Dogecoin, but there's quite a bit a case to be made for Pudgy Penguins to beat SHIB and Doge. So that's the main problem with Pudgy Penguins. There is a lot of retail attention on it, but unfortunately the market cap is already very large. Within Solana, it's already pretty close to number 1. Outside of Solana, there might be another 3x from here, but probably the PENGU token will move more with the overall market now. If Bitcoin goes up and Solana goes up, then Pudgy Penguins goes up as well. But will it outperform the rest? I'm not so sure. I think the market cap is already too large. I believe, especially within the meme coin space, we need to have proper upside, because the downside is obviously there, right? There is no intrinsic value in meme coins. So we need to see a lot of adoption. We need to see a lot of upside. Now with Pudgy Penguins, I don't really see that upside anymore. I only see a lot of risk. I'm not saying that the US dollar valuation cannot go higher when all of crypto is going higher, but I do have my doubts that Pudgy Penguins can do another 3 or 4x versus Bitcoin. I don't think that's possible. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video, or see you in premium. Cheers.